I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Halt! I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldermenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Dahnan.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The Guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldermenencia has Dahnans protecting him?
In this country, Dahnan guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Dahnan laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Dahnan medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off-limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going?
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a run-in for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dahna at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Dahnans who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
I just don't get it. The Dahnans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
Hey!
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guest, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword, I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the Lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
Why did you set the Dahnans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people, the fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Dahnans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renin-Dahnan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renins and the Dahnans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Dahnans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Dahnans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim? Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menencia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got? So you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
What's this thing?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies! Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace. His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Dahnans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cislodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
Then Elda Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Dahnans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache. So that was Lord Dohalim, huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicent seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
Finally.
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect you. It is an honor for you to stay with us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is better than I expected. The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
You okay, La? You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too?
Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning and see where things go from there. Sound good?
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is. Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Dahnans,
That's enough, Rinwell.
A cat? Where'd it come from?
There's something on its collar. Hold on a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Hey! We're gonna lose track of that cat if we're not careful.
There it is!
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
What's gotten into you, Law?
This might be the lead we've been waiting for.
Seriously?
Yeah. Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention, see?
And you think that someone might be using that cat? To reach out and send us a message or something?
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
I'm impressed. I would never have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Cyslodia.
She's so adorable.
You say so?
So, that black cat, do you think it works for someone?
I'm sure it does. It wouldn't try to lead us around like that if somebody didn't train it to.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one myself. If I did, it'd probably try to eat poor Hoodle.
I wonder who they are, though. I doubt this is Dohalim's work.
Yeah, he has no reason to do this. Although we can't rule out that it might be one of his lackeys either.
You think one of his subordinates is up to something?
That Dohalim guy is a pretty unusual character for a Renin, let alone for a lord. It's hard for me to imagine that they all agree with what he's doing. Maybe one of them plucked up the courage to go rogue.
Well, let's head further in. I'd like to figure out at least one of the mysteries of this place.
Where do you think it's trying to lead us?
Who knows? We should hurry. We don't want to lose it.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
Yeah, it just looks like an ordinary cute cat.
We lost sight of the cat.
After the chase it's led us on, there's got... I get that underground forests aren't exactly something you see every day, but I really could have done without any Zeugles running around.
You said it. I get the city up top surrounded by castle walls, but now I won't be able to sleep easy knowing they're lurking underneath.
You have nothing to fear. Zeugles work for the Renans. There might be strays out here, but the other Zeugles won't let them get close.
Using Zeugles to keep watch over their own kind, huh? That would explain why we're not seeing any guards.
Yeah, which makes it that much easier for someone to hide around here, too.
Ah! Sorry, Shion. My foot slipped. Are you all right?
I should be asking you. What am I saying? Of course you're okay. It's easy to forget sometimes. If anybody else had been in your place, they'd be howling right about now.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean your thorns. Yeah, I'm, no worse for wear over here. Again, sorry for brushing you like that without warning.
Well, just be careful. Hey, Alphen? Forget it. It's nothing. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay.
What's with those two?
Here goes! Dragon Pistol!
Won't save you!
Eat this!
Right! Dragon Shell!
Dragon Form!
Lightning! Do it! Whatever you use is astral energy!
Say no more!
Shut!
Well done!
My turn!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form!
Hurricane!
What's this?
Here I come!
Glacial
Sword
Spear!
Ray Alpha!
Tackle! Whirlwind Snap!
Mirage!
Freeze Blaster! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
It's on!
Dragon Form!
Annihilation!
Dragon
Eagle Fly!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tear you apart!
Are those arms even natural?
Dragon! I'll take you on this time! Eat this! Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! This should make for some good weapon crafting material. The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can get pretty big on their own without any extra help.
It's on! I can carve through armor!
Lightning! Lightning!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Glacial Spear! Dragon Shell!
Castle!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that, Shion.
And still as humble as ever.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Ow! Dragon Form! You picked the wrong fight!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil! Get on in there with me!
This one's gonna be
come! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Hunt!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
We're thinning them out.
Please, more like me.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think I'm getting stronger. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Here I go!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Glacial Spear!
You're mine!
Where are you going?
They look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Not today!
Glacial Spear! I hear
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
On a roll now!
This freaking does it! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Orb!
An Astral Launch?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
Great! What about me? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Swarm!
Only getting
Freaking does it! Dragon Swarm!
Gemini Aqua!
Whirlwind
Dragon
Swarm!
the wind!
It's on! Eat trouble! Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I can feel my precision improving.
Careful, we don't want to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would hear if we even called for help.
I don't think people...
An opponent like this should be easy.
They're surrounding us!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind!
I'm on! Take this!
How dare you!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Blinded Swarm! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now!
Dazzle!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I'll smash you!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
No complaints from me.
The design of this equipment is really... interesting.
You must really like it, Alvin.
There. Guess I misread the landing.
Ignite! Rolling snap! Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
I'm sorry to be a boss.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Watch this!
This could be useful.
Ow!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Come one, come all! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Swordblade Alpha!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Swordblade
Do
Alpha! I can feel my power growing!
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Swordblade Alpha!
Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do!
Ignite!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll be
There's always room for improvement.
Gotta break through! Dragon Swarm!
Crazy cascade! Mega
Dragon Swarm! Swordblade Alpha!
Quiver Blade!
I'm surrounded!
Photon! Raging cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning! These enemies aren't to me!
Here I come!
Milky Place here!
Let the marksman handle this!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny...
No choice! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it! Lightning descent! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Dragon Swarm!
Armor won't sink. Now I'm in the groove.
I'm not done!
Do it!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
I guess we can take this? It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Spear! Piercing blast! One more!
Swordblade Alpha!
Lightning condemn!
Dragon Swarm!
You got
Swordblade Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm!
Here you are!
Now!
Raging
Here I come!
cascade!
You're finished!
Spear!
Swordblade Alpha!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in dance?
Not astral energy!
Say no more!
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
Everywhere you look, it's nothing but green, green, and more green.
Just like Calaglia.
Little help!
Dragon Swarm! This one's all
Astral
mine!
energy!
Eat this!
Freeze laser!
Dragon Swarm!
Away!
Swordblade
I never
Alpha!
miss! Thunder
We've
field!
turned the tables on him.
There are still
Not
more
today!
left.
Right!
Do
No
it!
time to hold back!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? So those are Dahnan astral updates. Huh.
There's more where that came from.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.